Gilbert, this next guest is a quarterback for the LA Rams, but he has such an interesting story. I know it all too well because we both grew up a couple of miles away from each other in Chula Vista, California. He didn't play quarterback until he attended Southwestern College, so that's pretty incredible. And he's a bowling superstar. I'm, of course, talking about Rams quarterback Luis Perez. Luis, how are you doing, and how's training camp going?
I'm doing great, doing great. Excited. Just came to a close here today with our final walkthrough. Excited though, excited to be back and excited to get to work and hopefully get some playing time here this Saturday.
Luis, it's not your first time with the Rams. You know Sean McVay very well. You know the offense, but you kind of came on pretty late, maybe about a month ago. Was it pretty fast paced, or you felt settled in from that stint 4 years ago? I think.
Yeah, there was a lot of carryover from when I was here in 2018, but there are some new things. Ultimately, I feel back at home. To be honest, I feel comfortable. I feel good. Just excited to put all the work that I put in these last 4 years to show.
Yeah, Luis, you kind of you've gone through the USFL, the XFL 2.0 with the Wildcats. To come back here, is it just a special feeling to always get another opportunity and to know that people in the NFL want to see you play more?
Yeah, no, it's the best feeling. The fact that they called me, they could have called hundreds of other quarterbacks that are available. For them to call me and bring me into their training camp and want to see what I can do is it's humbling. I'm really excited about the opportunity, and like I said, hopefully I can put it to show.
And Luis, before I let Fernando ask a couple questions, you got a preseason game Saturday night against the Chargers. I'm assuming you're going to be playing you and Perkins. I guess how eager are you to show what you've learned the last month in this preseason game?
Yeah, no, I'm excited, very excited, more excited than anything. I just want to show these coaches that took a shot on me again to come back, and prove them right. That they made the right choice to pick me back up, and show them that I've learned a lot throughout these last 4 years and all these different leagues I've played in. And like I said, just put it to show.
Luis, the last time you were with the Rams, it was Jared Goff at quarterback. Now you have Matthew Stafford, who's a Super Bowl champion. Just what are some of the things that you've taken away from being around Matthew?
Yeah, Matthew's awesome. Great person, great player. Obviously, he's real studious, great person. He does some incredible things at practice. That show up in games. But no, he's an awesome person. He's been a real helpful for me in my development here.
Luis, for folks who don't know, I talked about it, your story. What made you want to start playing quarterback, and why did you start until when you got to Southwestern College?
Yeah, it was kind of one of those things where I always kind of had that dream of playing quarterback, right? But for whatever reason, it just didn't end up working out. I was into bowling. I was, playing tight end in high school in my freshman year, and it just didn't end up working out. And, it was the last home game my senior year of high school where I went out to a game, and I remember saying, like, man, like, what am I doing in the stands? I need to be down there playing. And so from that moment on, I decided, you know what, I'm going to pursue this dream. So I did it.
So Luis, obviously you go to Texas. You have a really good career there at Southwestern College. You go to Texas A&M University Commerce, and you won the what's equivalent to the Heisman Trophy there. Obviously, you worked hard, but you've worked hard to get to where you're at and everything. But did the quarterback position kind of come easy to you at some points?
No, I think I wouldn't say it comes easy. It takes a lot of work and dedication and just really passion. Like when you love something so much, you'll find ways to be good at it. That's ultimately what I believe in. Obviously I had great players around me, great coaching throughout my whole career, and that obviously was a huge help. So I'm really thankful for that.
Luis, did you feel a sense of pride being the first Mexican American quarterback to start for the Lions?
Yeah, no, it was a good feeling. I actually didn't know. I didn't really know about that statistic until after. But yeah, no, it's definitely a good feeling. To hopefully some young guys that want to play the position that I know it's kind of limited. In the NFL or all these leagues, it's pretty limited being Hispanic. But yeah, no, it's just open for all these guys to go out there and say, you know what, I can do it too.
What did it feel like to win the national championship in 2017?
Yeah, that was the greatest accomplishment. The biggest thing when I signed to Commerce was I told them that we were going to win a national championship, and if not, it was a failure. And everybody bought in, coaches. Everybody just knew, like, hey, you know what, we're on a mission, and we had the great players and great coaching around us, and it was an unbelievable feeling that we accomplished that we had said in the very beginning.
Gilbert obviously asked you about playing in the different leagues that you have been, but do you kind of go into every season with like a checklist of stuff that you want to grow at, stuff that you like, I want to work on my footwork, I want to work on this, I want to work on that? Or how do you feel like you've, basically grown these last few years in those leagues?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you have to kind of have some form of that You know, just with having goals, right? Having short-term goals, having long-term goals, and just knowing what you need to work on, and knowing what other people are saying. Hey, you know what? We like you, but you need to work on this or this. And you know, there was a lot of those things that I just honed in on the last 4 years. You know, the biggest thing was just lack of experience, right? Me only playing really 4 years of football before, you know, coming to the Rams was really not a lot of ball, right? In 4 years. You think about guys that, you know, play since they're 4 or 5 years old, you know, and then now they're 25 plus years in playing. You know, I had 4 years before making it here to the Rams in 18. So, yeah, I think, you know, like I said, the biggest thing is just having goals and obtaining those goals.
And Luis, obviously you grew up 2 hours away from LA. How many Perez's are going to be at SoFi Stadium this Saturday?
I'm not sure. That's not a question for me, but hopefully we see a lot of people out there.
Well, I mean, family members. Like, are you going to have a lot of family members there?
Oh yeah, family members. Yes, a lot of family members. Yes. No doubt.
How excited is it gonna be for you? I mean, I know you've already done it before, but how exciting is it gonna be for you to walk into the locker room on Saturday and see the last name Perez on hanging up in a Rams jersey there when you get to the locker room?
Yeah, I think my first year in 2018, I think that was really the first time where I actually saw a name on my jersey, which was kind of cool, right? But now I'm not really too focused on stuff like that anymore. You know, I'm kind of on a mission now to make the team. So yeah, just go out there and just, you know, I'm excited to get to work and like I said, prove to all these coaches, prove them right that they made the right choice in picking me.
Luis, you've lived in LA, Texas, and San Diego. Settle a debate. Who has the best Mexican food between the three?
San Diego, hands down.
I try and tell Gilbert that, and he's like, "I don't know LA." I'm like, "Dude, you don't know Mexican food until you get to San Diego. That's where it's really at."
No doubt.
What about Whataburger or In-N-Out?
No, I'm a big In-N-Out guy.
There you go. That's two for two. Luis, last one for me. What's it like to be a father? I know that you're a father now and everything. Do you get enough sleep at night, or are you good with that?
Yeah, no, I'm good with all that. No, I love my daughters. It's awesome. It's a whole different feeling. I mean, it's one of those things that you can't really explain until you actually have, you know, kids. It's just an unbelievable feeling that you have, you know, and it kind of changes and switches your purpose of kind of why you do things. But no, it's been awesome. These last, you know, 2.5 years, my oldest daughter's, you know, 2.5 right now. And man, it's life-changing.
She must be spoiled.
Very spoiled.
Luis, thank you so much. Catch him on Saturday. He will be playing for the LA Rams. They will be facing the LA Chargers. It'll be a good matchup. Luis, thank you so much for joining the Compas. You know what Compas means, right?
Oh, yeah. Compas.
Oh, yeah. So you're an honorary Compa. Thank you so much for jumping on. And Compa, thank you for jumping on with us.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. Thank you, guys.